All right, so today's video is going to be nice and simple, nice and short. It's basically just me going over probably the best indicator I know and the best algo I know for scalping in the futures market. All right, so for those of you that don't know, I do trade the break and retest system, so we can just use this as an example. Today we had no trades. You can see just choppy, bad price action. However, let's say we mark out the first 5 minutes of market open. So you simply just go to the 5 minute time frame and you mark out the first 5 minute candle, right? So that 9:30 a.m. 5 minute candle. And all we're basically looking for here is a break of that level or X level with good displacement for a retest with good price action for a continuation move off of that. Now, what do I mean when I say good displacement? It simply refers to how much did we break past that key level. Did we slightly break that key level, which could be a potential liquidity sweep, or did we really push with good momentum, maybe creating some fair value gaps along the way, breaking that key level for then a continuation move backwards for a higher low to then get that continuation move off of that. Now, this right here is an algo that myself and Matt partnered up and coded, and it's basically just every single key level that I use on a day-to-day basis that made me a profitable full-time day trader at only 19 years old. This is basically all you need. It has the 5 minute opening range, marks out the high and low for you. Previous day levels, marks out the candles for you. Pre-market high and low, and marks out literally every single thing you need. It'll mark it out for you. It even tosses in there a 50 EMA, which is something that I personally use. So it kind of makes you feel like it's me trading for you, which maybe can give you some more confidence, or it'll just make your life a lot easier because you don't have to put in the work of actually marking out the key levels and using your brain to think about them. It'll just basically do everything for you. So if you're interested in getting all of this as well as that, I do post my trade recaps. I go live every single morning from 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to 11 a.m. Eastern time. We have a futures announcements where every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, we host a trading tournament on a website called Traders Champs. And basically winner of that gets a $50,000 Apex funded account on me. I give them away every single Sunday. So if you're interested in that, link will be in the description. Now let's go a little bit more in depth. What do I mean when I say I trade the system? Why do I not just say I trade the 5 minute opening range strategy? Or why do I not say I trade the pre-market high and low strategy? That's because it is a system in its whole. You can literally take the break and retest of any single key level and it'll work as long as we get good displacement, good price action. It'll work majority of the times. Now, keep in mind, trading is a game of probabilities. Not every single trade is going to go in your favor, even if it's an A+ setup. Now, we can see here, let's just go to today. Obviously, we have no trades, and it's already past 11 o'clock, so I'm already done for the day, right? Let's look at the 15-minute, for example, here. We can see that the indicator marked out previous day's high and previous day's low. So ideally today, I was looking for shorts just because we were beneath that previous day low level. So even if you don't want to take trades off of the previous day levels, you can use them as kind of a confluence to have a thesis going into the day. Now, why do I say thesis and why do I not say bias? The reason I say that is too many beginners, especially beginners, they marry their bias. What does that mean? That means if my bias is short for the day, but I get an A+++ long setup, most people that are new and have biases and marry their biases won't take that because they're too scared to go against it. They want to see the market dump. They want to go short. But in reality, we get paid as traders to react, not predict. You're not going to predict where the market goes. Nobody can fully predict where the market goes. Yes, we use strategies here and there. Yes, we use algos and indicators here and there to kind of help us out and gauge where the market has in the sense of direction. However, nothing is 100% in trading. So that's why I always go into the day with a thesis, right? Not a bias. Why do I say thesis? Because if I get an A+ long setup, but ideally my thesis was to go short, I can still switch up my thesis and go for that long setup as long as it's an A+ setup. Now, I do want to go over some bearish and bullish examples with the algo, which obviously at the end of the day, the algo doesn't trade for you, but it marks out everything for you. So it is a lot easier, especially in real time, and especially when you're watching me stream, because I'm basically calling out every single play. So we can see that this is a play that I took with the Discord, link in the description. And we can see we got that nice displacement that I was talking about, plus the confluence of a fair value gap. Now, to get displacement, we don't need a fair value gap every single time. However, it is always nice to see it because it just adds an extra layer of confluence to our trades, right? We can see we came back up. Don't really like that it was an impulsive candle and slightly closed above. However, we can see this nice shooting star candle right after that. For those of you guys that don't know what a shooting star candle, it is basically a candle with a nice top wick, barely any bottom wick, and nice red body closure, basically indicators that sellers are in control at whatever key level that is. You can see we hopped into the short position right there. Stop loss was simply a hard stop at the candle that actually broke that key level, just because if it hits there, my thesis is basically over with. I want to be taking out of that trade, and I will gladly take my loss and walk away for the day, right? That's something else that a lot of people lack, especially beginners, and that is simply just patience. and discipline. A bunch of people leave the live streams early, or I've gotten a lot of DMs and a lot of messages saying, hey, are you okay with only taking 1 to 2 trades a week? Are you sure that's going to be profitable for me long term? And the correct answer is yes. It's actually going to be more profitable long term than if you're looking to take mid setups every single day. Focus on quality, not on quantity. So you can see we got into our position there. Stop loss being that candle that broke, simply targeting a 2 to 1 with my partials being taken at that low. We can form an order block there, which is just an extra layer of confluence. I always tell people I did come from an ICT background. I did originally become profitable trading ICT. However, I solely trade the break and retest system. I just use ICT as confluences to enter and as confluences and basically as a way for me to be able to manage my trade once I'm already in the position, right? I don't care what happens after I enter the position. I only care about the fact that I was able to control how I got in. Was it A plus? Yes, perfect. If it lost, it lost. I simply walk away. Trading is a game of probabilities. You can see that this one played out perfectly, and you can see that the algo completely helped me out there with marking out my key levels. So I had to use no thinking, no brain to basically mark out these levels. Now here's another nice bullish example that the algo 100% helped us on here. By the way, this was also taken live on stream. So if you're interested in that, link in the description. It is completely 100% free. I know it sounds too good to be true, but it is completely free. We are just out here to try to help traders become profitable. And basically, I have a good passion for this, so I just want to share my passion and my love for what I do with other people. So we can see this green line is basically marked out by the pre-market high. For those of you that don't know, pre-market hours are from 4 a.m. Eastern time to 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. However, if you use this algo, you won't have to worry about that because it'll mark it out for you. So we can see that we got a nice break of this key level. Clear momentum, clear fair value gaps there. Like I said, you don't need the fair value gaps. However, it is a good sign of good momentum and good displacement. We came down, very nice candle. You can see I hopped into my long position there. Stop loss was simply the wick of the candle that broke that key level. And you can see we wrote it out for a 1 to 2 for a nice win on the day. Now, like I said, this was going to be a very short video. I was basically just trying to show you guys the algo that we coded and basically promote it to you guys because at the end of the day, we are doing this for completely free. And I just want to help you guys out so that way you guys can trade with me live every single morning for free and gain as much value as possible. Even if you don't want to trade the break and retest system, I still go over some very valuable information, especially this morning. We took no trade, but the entire hour and a half, people were asking so many questions about psychology and it was just game changing. Like it was some real game changing information. So that was going to basically be it for this video. If you're interested in getting this algo for completely free, you can already see I have people messaging me up there, basically asking for help. I also do one-on-one calls. Link in the description for that. I'll see you guys in the next video.